I feel the white sunlight upon me. There must be a draft. I feel a cold wind and slowly wake up. Huh? It's the shed. The shed where I like to masturbate. I pick my body up and shake my sleepy head. I see. I fell asleep here yesterday. After yesterday's routine, after the training to create another sensation within me, I must have been too lazy to return to my room. It must still be before 6. Damn, I should prepare breakfast. I fold up the blanket, straighten up the things I failed to strengthen yesterday, and head back to the house to wash my face. It's cold. When I leave the shed, it's really cold outside. Fuyuki City is warm during the winter, but the top of the mountain on this side has the chill of a normal winter. Oh, there's some frost. I should do something about the lawn soon. The sound of breaking ice. There is frost on the ground, and footprints are formed as I walk. So, I wash my face with freezing water and pull myself together. Alright. I'm wide awake now. Now that I'm awake, all the things I don't want to think about, like the situation I'm in, come straight to mind. Oh yeah, I shouldn't be washing my face so calmly. Yeah, that's right, I'm in a game of life or death. I shouldn't really be doing this, relaxing so much. It's 5 to 6. There are a ton of things I have to do, but I should return to my room and check on Saber first. Yeah, I guess I left the room without saying anything, so I should explain things to her. I don't feel comfortable sleeping near you, so I went to the shed so I could sleep by myself. It's pretty much what you should tell her. Like, I'm afraid of women. I'll be troubled if Saber misunderstands things. It's my daily routine to go out to the shed at night, so she should understand if I explain. After explaining things to Saber, I should make breakfast. It seems Tosaka won't be eating, so I should just add Saber's share. Oh, in that case, I should go buy more ingredients for the additional people. I should note that before I forget. It's important that we as the player remember that we have to go out to the store later and buy ingredients because, let's just forget about the whole survival game thing and that we have to pretty much fight for our lives. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. What could it be? It feels like I'm forgetting something really important. It's 6. I have to hurry or I won't make it. Well, if I can't remember, it can't be anything important. Sure. Definitely not important. Just forget about it. I quietly open the door. The room is just like it was yesterday. There's no sign of Saber waking up in the middle of the night and searching this room. I guess she didn't realize that I escaped the room last night. That's kind of a letdown. I thought Saber might notice. Or did she need sleep so much that she couldn't notice? I'd go with the latter. I see. That must be what she means when she says she needs to sleep frequently. That must be why she's sleeping as close to me as she can, so she can come to me in case something does happen. And knowing you, something probably will. Either way, it won't make much difference where I go if it's within the house. I can detect intruders from the boundary field. I should be able to protect myself for about a minute with that, and Saber should be able to come to save me in a minute wherever I may be in the house, or in this house. That's right, and if it's the shed, there will be plenty of places to hide. Anyways, I shouldn't be scolded at for what I did last night. I was considering explaining this to Saber, but it seems there's no need for that, as I don't think I should wake her up either if she's asleep. Should go ahead and do it. Just wake her up. You wake her up and she'll probably, like, stab you or something. Don't disturb me when I'm sleeping. Saber, I'm going to prepare breakfast. I'll probably prepare some for you, or I'll just eat your share. But you don't have to get up if you're tired. I'll come get you later, so rest until then. I call out to her and quietly leave the room. There's no one in the living room. I open the refrigerator and consider what I should make for breakfast. And then... Morning. You're up pretty early. Tosaka comes in looking like she's in a really bad mood. Tosaka? What? Did something happen? Nothing. I'm always like this in the mornings, so don't worry. Tosaka crosses the living room like a ghost. Hey, are you alright? You don't look alright. Well, that's pretty much how I am in the mornings, dead. I'm telling you, don't worry. I'll wake up when I wash my face. How do I get to the bathroom from here? You can take that hallway. There's a bathroom in the hallway by the entrance if you're going to wash your face. Oh yeah, there was one there, wasn't there? I'm not sure how much she heard, but Tosaka waves her hand and leaves. And then, just as Tosaka disappears into the hallway, I hear a bell informing me of a visitor. Shiro, someone's here. I hear Tosaka's voice from the hallway. Oh, don't worry about it. Only my friends come at this time. It'll be Sakura arriving at this time. Sakura has a spare key, so I shouldn't need to go to the door. Jeez, she never listens even though I keep telling her she doesn't need to ring the bell. Sakura is like a member of the family, so she can come in when she wants. But she's polite, and she only comes in after saying, "Excuse me." That must be one of Sakura's good points, but if she's considerate all the time, she'll... Hold on. Sakura is at my house? Yeah, I also forgot that I have 2 girls living with me. Uh-oh. That must be the important thing he's forgetting. Well, Shiro, this is definitely a bad situation you're finding yourself in. I run through the hallway. Scolding myself for my stupidity comes later. I have to get to the entrance and make her go home before she sees Tosaka. I reach the entrance, out of breath. But it's too late. There. Aw, shit! It's Tosaka, greeting the guest even though I didn't ask her to. Huh? And Sakura just standing there, surprised. Sakura is at the door and Tosaka is in the hallway. With an indescribable tension, the two look at each other. Good morning, Mato-san. Are you surprised to see me here? Tosaka asks, as if looking down on Sakura from the hallway. Tosaka-senpai? Her face asks why. Sakura looks up at Tosaka with fear in her eyes. Damn it. I can't call out to them. They are ignoring me and staring at each other. There's no room for me to say anything. All I can do is think how to explain things to Sakura, but before I can think of a good explanation... Senpai, what is this? Sakura looks at me as if asking for help. Yeah, well, it's a long story. And I'm not good at coming up with excuses or lies, so... I'm sure Tosuko will come up with one for us, though. It's not long. I'm just staying over here. Clearly. She cuts off my sentence and just states the point. Or she might just go ahead and say, tell the truth, regardless. Senpai, is that true? The short answer is yes. There are circumstances, so I have her staying here now. Sorry, I forgot to tell you and surprise you. I wonder how she's gonna react when she sees Saber. Please don't apologize, Senpai. I was certainly surprised, but that's fine. But what you said, you really... Yes, this is what Shiro and I have decided. The head of the household, Shiro, decided, so that's how it is. This is my house! You understand what this means, right, Mato-san? Oh. Understand what? Oh, damn. Let's kick her out. It seems you've been taking care of Shiro up to now, but this means he doesn't need that anymore. It'll be a bother if you come here, and it's for your sake not to come here. Wow. Rejection! Sakura looks down and falls silent. After a brief moment of silence, suddenly... I don't understand. Sakura stares so Sakura states so, excuse me, in a clear, small voice. Huh? I said, I have no idea what Tosaka-senpai is talking about. Hey, Sakura. Excuse me, senpai. I'll be using the kitchen. Sakura enters the house with a bow and goes into the living room, ignoring Tosaka. What? Tosaka is standing there, astonished. The same goes for me, too. This is the first time I've seen Sakura act like that, so I don't know what to say. No, that is surprising, but something else was unexpected, too. Hey, Tosaka. How did you know Sakura was coming over to my house? I don't remember telling you about it. Never mind, you were a terrible liar. Huh? Oh, I heard about it before somewhere. It's just a coincidence. Nope, if anything, she's pretty fucking lifeless. But I'm surprised. Is she always so energetic here? She's totally different from when she's at school. It must have been really unexpected, as Tosaka says this with disappointment. That must mean Tosaka knows Sakura pretty well. Oh, you have no idea. Sakura seems to have known Tosaka, so they must have had a friendship I don't know about. Friendship or something else. Well, that aside. No, I'm surprised as well. This is the first time I've seen Sakura be so snappy. She's just the way she is at school when she comes to help around here. I'd say this is a special case. I see. This is bad. I never knew Sakura was so perverse. I should have let you explain things. She's right. I would have been able to explain things better than the merciless Tosaka. Even Shiro might be a better liar than Tosaka. What's done is done, but what's bad about it? What do you fucking think, you idiot? She's gonna find out. Like, what's going on? Of course it's bad. This place might turn into a battlefield. I warned Sakura so we can keep unrelated people away from here, but it seems it'll be harder to get her out now. And not to mention Taiga. You were warning her? I thought you were tormenting her. It's like you do to everybody. Hey, did you say something? Just an honest opinion. Anyway, about Sakura, what should we do? I don't think she'll go home now. I'll make it clear now. I won't allow Sakura to get involved. We'll just have to do something. So, does Sakura only come in the mornings, or are you using her during the evenings too? Yep, that's right, I'm definitely using her. I just misinterpreted it, so, you know. Don't word it to be misinterpreted. She always comes in the mornings, but not so much for dinner. I see. Then it would be every day from now on. Huh? Every day? What is? Tosaka sighs at my response. Shiro, you fucking moron. After that, Tosaka remains in the living room and Sakura begins to prepare breakfast in the kitchen. I feel uneasy about leaving Sakura and Tosaka together in the living room, but I'm not stupid enough to forget about Saber. It seems Sakura is angry about Tosaka being here, so things will only get worse if Saber comes out now. Because of that, I decided to explain the situation to Saber. So, that's the situation.
Sakura, I
wouldn't have known that her name was Sakura. Sakura? Oh, the person in here right now is called Sakura. She's not a Magus, and she's just a normal girl. So, we can't have her involved in the Holy Grail War. If I can help it, I want her to stay away from this place without learning anything. No, I didn't come here to consult her on how to get Sakura away from here. Well, Sakura is acting strangely this morning. Tosaka is the reason, but I don't want to shock her even more. Well, Sakura is already surprised that a stranger's here. I don't think it will get worse if you come out, so... Wait, I'm not insulting you, am I, Saber? Definitely won't get worse. It's not like she's gonna freak out if she finds out you have, like, you know, another woman living with you. No, I understand what you were saying, so I should remain here, yes. Yes, that would really help. I'll come back as soon as I see Sakura out, so let's have breakfast then. Saber nods silently. Wow, thank God Saber is so understanding. Alright. I'm worried about the living room too, so I should hurry back there. Shiro. What is it, Saber? You do not need to explain such things to me, but you should calm down a bit. Your actions are a bit strange. Uh-huh. Am I panicking?
とても。今に戻るのでしたら、その前に気を落ち着けることです。
Yes. If you are to return to the living room, you should calm down beforehand. Saber advises me in her usual tone. So, the everyday breakfast begins as if nothing happened. Here you go, senpai. How about you, Tosaka senpai? Sakura is handing out the rice balls just like her usual self. Or rice bowls. It could very well be rice balls because Japanese do. That is a Japanese food, so I easily could have just mistook it for that. I don't know what happened while I was gone, but the tension between the two has disappeared. Well, at least on the surface. Okay, I'll have some. After pondering for a moment, she takes the bowl from Sakura. Sakura smiles and starts to set up the miso soup and other things like the fried eggs. Tosaka watches her with a complex expression. Tosaka, I thought you weren't one to eat breakfast. I'll eat whatever's prepared. That's only polite, you know. I don't know what's bothering her, but she glares at me and picks up her chopsticks. Well, I guess it's good for you. It's itadakimasu, and sorry to make you prepare breakfast, Sakura. She does that every day. Or pretty much every day. No, this is my job. So please don't worry about it. Then I'll have some too. What a wonderful position you are in. What kind of king are you, making your junior prepare your breakfast? Well, I'll ask about that later, and just eat breakfast for now. Awkward silence. Gah, no conversation. It's not that terrible a mood, and anyway, it's always like this during breakfast. Sakura and I aren't talkative, so it's natural for our meals to be quiet. So, why is it that our breakfasts are always loud? Or our breakfasts, plural. Hold on. Something's clicking in my head. Senpai, was the fish seasoned too strongly? No, it's fine, but I feel like I'm forgetting something. What is it? I try to conclude that if I can't remember it, it can't be important, but I feel that it would be a terrible mistake. I feel uneasy, as if I'm ignoring a disease that could kill me if left untreated. Oh well, it probably isn't important. I forcefully make myself understand. And then... Oh no! Morning! Man, I slept in. Fujine enters with loud footsteps. I see. It's not that I couldn't remember, it's that I didn't want to. I just wanted to postpone the problem by forgetting about it. Shiro, food! Fujine sits Japanese style in her usual seat. Good morning, Fujimura-sensei. Good morning, Fujimura-sensei. Yes, they both said it at the same time. The two's greeting are in strange unison. Yep. Here you go, sensei. It's not much, but please have some. Sakura gives her a bowl with her usual smile. Hmm? She receives the bowl from Sakura and tilts her head. She knows something is wrong, but she can't tell what it is. Fujine quietly starts to eat, and after finishing one bowl of rice, she quietly whispers in my ear.
ねえシロ、どうして遠坂さんがいるの？
Hey, Shiro, why is Tosaka-san here?
それは今日からうちに下宿することになったからかな。
That's because she's staying here now. I explained things to her truthfully, which probably wasn't the best. Probably not the best decision.
あ、そうなの。遠坂さんも変わったことするのね。
Oh, I see. Tosaka-san sure does some strange things.
あいつ結構変わり者だ。
Yeah, she's a weirdo. She keeps a mask on at school.
そっか。今日からここに下宿するのか。
I see. So she's staying here, huh? She understands and takes a sip of her miso soup. I don't think she does. Oh my god.
下宿って何よ、シロ！
What do you mean staying here, Shiro? The table is thrown up. Fortunately, Sakura is on the other side, and Tosaka has already moved out of the way, so it seems I'm the only victim. Epic battle!
何すんだよ、藤根。味噌汁だぞ、炊きたてのご飯だぞ、つくね煮込んだ鍋物だぞ。こんなもんかけられたら熱いだろ。ってなぜに朝っぱらから鍋物だぞ。
What are you doing, Fujine? This is miso soup, cooked rice and food cooked in pot. It'll be hot if you spill that on me. Hey, why are we having food in a pot for breakfast anyway?
うるさい！あんたこそ何考えてるのよ、シロ！同い年の女の子を下宿させるなんてどこのラブコメだい！私はそんなタチの悪い冗談じゃ笑ってやらないんだから！
Shut up! What are you thinking, Shiro? What kind of love comedy are you in? Letting a girl stay over? No, it's not even funny!
笑いを取るつもりなんかねえってば。やけどする。さくら、タオルくれ、タオル。
I'm not trying to make anyone laugh. No, more importantly, this is hot. I'll get burned. Sakura, get me a towel.
冷やしたタオルでしたら用意しておきました、先輩。
Here you go. I prepared a cold towel, senpai.
サンキュー、助かる。うわっ、襟元からつくねが必要以上に加熱されたつくねが。
Thanks. Whoa, a piece of chicken fell on my shirt. And that hot one, too. And then it fell on my crotch.
そんなことより申し開きしなさい、シロ。あんた本気でそんなこと言ってるの？
The towel comes later. Listen up, Shiro. Are you saying this seriously?
そんなの当たり前だ。俺がこの手の冗談苦手だって知ってるだろ。
Of course. You know I'm not one to joke like this.
とにかく遠坂はうちに止めるんだ。文句は聞くけど変更はしないから言うだけ無駄だぞ。
Anyways, I'm letting Tosaka stay here. I'll listen to complaints, but I won't change my mind.
そんなの大却下！何のつもりか知らないけどダメに決まってるでしょ。同い年の女の子と一緒に暮らすなんてそんなのお姉ちゃん許しません。
I object! I don't know what you're up to, but I can't allow it. One-chan will not allow you to live with a girl your age. Fujine roars. Well, I guessed it. And you probably guessed right. Fujine is my guardian and school teacher. I don't think I can escape such a situation with merely 100 beatings from the Shinai, or even from a real sword. But I guess you could say it's ill fortune that I have to push through with this.
いや、そこをなんとか。別にやましい気持ちなんてないし、遠坂とはそういう関係でもないんだ。ただ、たまたま事故に遭ったっていうか、成り行きで部屋を貸すことになっただけなんだってば。
You have to. I don't have any bad intentions, and we're not like that. I could just say we got into an accident, and I ended up letting her use my room as a result.
うるさい！ダメなものはダメなの！
Shut up! I can't allow it!
私は下宿なんて許しません。遠坂さんの事情は知らないけど、ちょっちゃと帰ってもらえな
I
い？
won't allow her to stay here. I don't know Tosaka-san's circumstances, but make her go home at once. Damn, she won't even listen. Crap, I guess she isn't someone I can convince.
先
She'll leave
生、
that to
下
Tosaka.
宿は許しませんとおっしゃいますけど、私はすでに一泊してしまったのですが。
Or maybe not. Sensei, you said you would not allow me to stay here, but I have already spent the night here. And then, Tosaka says those words, like pouring cold water on Fujine. Oh god. Don't tell her that. Huh?
ですから昨日泊めさせていただいたんです。
I said I was allowed to stay here yesterday.
いいえ、正確には土曜の夜からお邪魔していますから2泊でした。今は別棟の客間を借りて荷物も運んであります。
No, I've stayed here from Saturday evening, so I've stayed here for 2 nights. To be accurate, I have borrowed the room from in the outbuilding, and my luggage is already there.
どうでしょう先生。客観的に見て私はもう下宿している状況なのですが。
How about it, Sensei? Looking at things objectively, it seems that I'm already staying here. Fujine's face goes pale. And she does some strange, incomprehensible movements with her arms.
こんなことキリツグさんが知ったらどうなるか分かってるの？
Shiro, what have you done? Do you know what would happen if Kiritsugu-san found out about this? He'd be like, good job, son.
どうなるかって。
He'd be happy.
だったら間違いなく喜ぶぞ。男の解消とかなんとか言って。
I bet he'd be happy. He'd say something about a man's resourcefulness or whatnot.
同感。キリツグさん。
Really indulgent.
とことん甘い人だったからな。
I feel the same way. Kiritsugu-san was really indulgent with girls. I see. So you inherited that, you idiot! Fujine grabs my collar and shakes me around. Well, the inheritance aside, it was father's belief that girls should be protected. White Knight powers activate! I don't go around telling people that... I don't go around telling people that like father did, but I do believe he was right. But...
何？助け舟出してほしいの？
What? Do you need help? I think a man would have to be tough to recognize that cold-hearted person as a girl.
頼む。俺じゃ現状を打破できない。遠坂の政治手腕に期待する。
Please, I can't do anything about the situation. I have high expectations of your political skills. I say while being shaken.
オッケー。それじゃあサクッと解決しますか。
Okay, then I'll settle this immediately. I think if you don't, she's going to go berserk. Tosaka, who is... Well, actually, she's already done that. Never mind. Who is only watching from a distance, comes to stand directly between, or beside Fujine.
藤村先生、エミヤ君を振っても出るのは悲鳴だけですから、そのあたりでやめてあげてください。それに、下手をすると朝ごはんまで出てきかねません。
Fujimura-sensei, only screams will come out of Emiya-kun if you shake him, so please stop. Well, breakfast might come out too. He might vomit on you.
何よ遠坂さん、そんな真面目な顔したって怖くないんだから。教師として、何より四郎の教育係として遠坂さんの下宿は認めません。
What? That serious face doesn't scare me. Tosaka-san, as a teacher and as Shiro's guardian, I can't allow you to stay. Fujine lets go of me and confronts Tosaka. It must be her natural instincts. She must have thought Tosaka would get her if she kept concentrating on me.
それはなぜでしょうか。うちの学校には下宿している生徒も少なくありません。生徒の自主性を伸ばすのが我が校の方針ではありませんでしたか？
Why is that? There are many students that are boarding at our school. Is it not our school policy to encourage the students' independence?
何よ、難しいこと言ったってダメなんだから。大体ですね、こんな
They're not difficult words, though.
自主性なんて芽生えません。
What? Even if you use difficult words, you can't stay. You can't get independent from staying in a place like this.
ご飯は勝手に出てくる。いつも綺麗。お風呂は勝手に沸いてるっていう夢のようなお家なんだからここ。こんなところに居候してたら堕落しきっちゃうわよ、遠坂さん。
This place is a dream house. It prepares meals for you, prepares baths for you, and is always clean without you doing anything. You'll be corrupted if you stay in a place like this. Fujine. That statement is problematic coming from a teacher.
それにね、原則として下宿していい生徒は家が遠い生徒だけよ。遠坂さんのお家、確かにここより遠いけど登校できない場所じゃないでしょう。 さくらちゃんだってあっちから通ってるんだから下宿する必要なんてありません。
And as a rule, only students living far away can board in someone's house. Tosuka-san's house is further from school than here, but it's not like you can't go to school from there, right? Even Sakura-chan commutes from that area, so there's no need to stay here.
それが今うちは全面的な改装を行っているんです。
But my house is undergoing complete remodeling right now.
古い建物ですからそこかしこにガタが来てしまっていて、改装が終わるまではホテルで暮らそうと考えていたのですが、偶然通りかかってエミヤ君に相談したところ、それはお金がもったいないからうちを使えばいいと言ってくれたんです。
It is an old building, so it's getting a bit unsteady. I was thinking of staying at a hotel until the remodeling is done, but when I explained the situation to Emi-kun, he happened to pass by. As he happened to pass by, he said I could use his house rather than waste money.
それは確かにシロっぽい発言ね。
That does sound like something Shiro would say.
はい、あまり面識のないエミヤ君からの提案には驚いたのですが、確かにホテル暮らしなんてもったいないし、何より学生らしくありません。それなら学友であるエミヤ君のお家にご厄介になった方が勉強になると思ったのです。
Yes, I was surprised by that idea coming from Emi-kun, with whom I'm not too well acquainted. But staying at a hotel is indeed costly, and most of all, unstudent-like, so I thought it would be more beneficial for me to stay at Emi-kun's house instead. Fujine groans. Since Tosuka's answer has an attitude or so student-like, it seems that as a teacher, supposedly Fujine cannot object.
話はわかりました。けどそれでも問題はあるでしょ。遠坂さんと四郎は女の子と男の子なんだから、一つ屋根の下で暮らすというのはどうかと思うわ。
I understand your situation, but isn't there a problem? You are a girl and Shiro is a boy, so I don't know what could happen if the two of you stay under one roof.
どうかっては
Indecent
どんなことでしょうか、
things.
先生。
What do you mean by that, Sensei? I don't understand.
だからね、遠坂さん美人だし、シロもなんだかんだって男の子だし、間違いがあったら嫌だなって。
Well, Tosuka-san is pretty and Shiro is a guy, so I thought I wouldn't like it if a mistake got made.
何も間違いはありません。私の部屋は別棟の隅、エミヤ君の部屋は蔵の近くにある和室です。距離にしてみれば20メートル以上離れているじゃないですか。
There won't be any. My room is on the edge of the outbuilding, and Emi-kun's room is the room by the shed. It's more than 30 meters away. I believe there won't be any problems with this much distance between us.
別棟には鍵もかかるし、違う家みたいなものだけど。
Yeah, the outbuilding can be locked, so it's like a separate house, but...
でしょ？それとも藤村先生はエミヤ君を信用していないとでも？先ほど先生はエミヤ君の教育係だとおっしゃいました。ならエミヤ君がどのような性格かは私より藤村先生の方がご存知だと思います。
Right? Or are you saying you don't trust
そのよう
Emi-kun?
な間違いを犯すというのでしたら、私も下宿先には選びませんが。
You said earlier that you are Shiro's teacher. Then I believe you know his personality better than I do. If he was the type to make this sort of mistake, I would not stay here. That sort of mistake.
失礼ね。シロはちゃんとしてるもん。絶対女の子を泣かせるような子じゃないんだから。
How dare you? Shiro is a gentleman. He wouldn't make a girl cry.
なら安心でしょ。私もエミヤ君を信用していますから。
Then it should be fine. I trust Emi-kun
安心して下
too.
宿できると思ったのです。
I knew I could stay here safely. The intensity of Fujine disappears. I guess it's decided now. There are lots of things to follow up, but I bet Tosuka can get through those. So I guess Tosuka officially has citizenship in my house now. And so, breakfast ends. As expected, Fujine gave in after being talked down by Tosuka. In conclusion, we decided to try to keep it a secret at school and have Fujine look after us at home. With that decided, and with more people around the house, Fujine happily goes to school. We finish breakfast and I go to talk to Saber before I leave. Saber, as expected, calmly says, "Please obey Rin at school. Please consider me necessary when you are in danger. That will allow me to feel Master's danger." And she goes back to her room. Well then. And it's time to go to school. Let's go then. I'm not used to this area, so show me the shortest way to school. Beside me is Tosaka Rin in her school uniform. The feeling is fading, but having Tosaka in her uniform makes me tense. I can't stay calm going to school with the prettiest girl in school, and on top of that, I have an entourage of women. Senpai, I finished locking up the house. Sakura is with us today. Now all we need is Saber. As a member of the archery club, Sakura usually goes to school with Fujine. But she stayed in the living room today and was waiting for me to clean up after breakfast and go to school. Jealousy! What? You gave Sakura a spare key?
持たせてるよ。さくらは悪いことなんてしないし、ずっと世話になってるからな。まあ、その分でいくと遠坂にはやれないが、別に構わないだろ。
Yeah, she won't do anything bad, and she's been helping me for a long time too. Yeah, when I put it like that, I can't really give you a key. You won't mind, right?
それは構わないけど、どういう意味よそれ。
I don't mind, but what is that supposed to mean?
悪いことするだろ。それにお前、鍵なんかなくても困らないんじゃないのか。必要ないものを作るほど水強じゃないぞ。
Because you would do something bad, and I bet you won't have any problems without the key. I'm not crazy enough to do anything unnecessary.
はあ、そうですか。シロの言う通り、これっぽっちもいらないわよ、そんなもの。
Oh, I see. Yes, as you say, I have no need of such a thing. Tosaka looks away. Maybe I'm just getting used to it, but I'm starting to think this gesture of Tosaka is interesting too. What, the tsundere gesture?
どうした桜。戸締まりができたのなら行こう。
Hmm? What, Sakura? If you're done lucking up the house, let's go.
今朝は遠坂もいるし、できるだけ早めに行きたいんだ。
Tosaka is with us today, so I want to leave early. Yes, you're right. If you say so, I will. Sakura says so in a dispirited voice and follows after us. Jeez. Sakura has looked somewhat cheerless ever since Fujine lost to Tosaka this morning. Fujine assented, but Sakura must not have. I guess I'll have to talk to her about it. That's right, I'll need to find an opportunity as quickly as I can and make Tosaka and Sakura be friends. Don't see how that's gonna work. The hill road is full of students. It's past 7:30 in the morning. This is the time most students go to school. So, it's natural for me to be met with odd stares if I'm walking with people who stand out so much. Ellipsis. Did she forget something? Tosaka has been quiet like this for a while now. What's wrong, Tosaka? You've been acting weird since around the road on the hill. Huh? I thought so. Am I weird? No, you're not weird, but that reaction is weird.
遠坂先輩が聞いているのはそういうことじゃないと思いますけど。
Senpai, that explanation is contradictory. I don't think Tosaka Senpai is asking about that. It seems Sakura knows what Tosaka wants to ask about.
何を聞きたがってるって言うんだよ。
What does Tosaka want to ask about?
ですから遠坂先輩は周りから見られているからどこか自分の姿がおかしいのではと思ってるんですよね。
Everyone is staring at Tosaka Senpai, so she thinks there might be something wrong with her. Isn't that right?
そうだけどやっぱりさくらから見ても変？
That's right, but am I acting weird to your eyes as well?
おかしいな。今朝は眠いながらもちゃんとブローしたし制服だってシワ一つないと思うんだけど、やっぱり慣れない家で寝たもんだから目にクマでもできてるってわけ？
That's strange. I was tired, but I did my hair and there shouldn't be any wrinkles on my uniform. I slept in a new place, so I don't have dark circles around my eyes.
なんでそこで俺に怒鳴る？
Okay, do I have dark circles? What are you yelling at me for?
遠坂が寝られないのは俺のせいじゃないし、仮にそのせいで遠坂の目にクマができていたとしても大したことじ
It's
ゃな
not
い。
my fault you can't sleep in an unfamiliar place, and even if you get dark circles, they're nothing much. Don't worry about it.
何失礼なこと言ってるのよ。女ってのは生まれた時から自分の身だしなみを気
How
にす
dare
るも
you?
のなの。
Girls care about their looks from the moment they're born.
もう今まで外見だけは完璧でいいよって作ってきたのに、それも今日でおしまいってことかしらね。
Jeez, I've always tried hard to look perfect, at least on the outside, but I guess that came to an end today.
だからなんで俺を見て怒鳴るんだ
So
よ。
what are you
遠坂
yelling at me for?
なんで遠坂が変なのかは知らないから間違いなくそれは俺
I
の
don't
せいじゃ
know
ない。
why you're weird, but it's definitely not my fault. Take it out on something else.
違いますよ遠坂先輩。先輩は今日も綺麗です。
You're mistaken, Tosaka Senpai. You're beautiful today as always.
みんなが遠坂先輩を見ているのは私たちと一緒だからです。先輩、今まで誰かと登校したことなんてなかったから。
Everybody is staring at you because you're with us today. You have never come to school with anyone else before.
何？その程度のことでこんな扱い受けるわけ？侮れないわね。10年も通ってれば学校なんてマスターしたつもりでいたけど。
Huh? So I'm getting this treatment because of something so small? I should be more careful. I thought I had the school thing mastered since I've been here for 10 years now, but there are still some mysteries to it. Tosaka ponders seriously. What kind of a person are you just to ignore praise like, you're beautiful as always?
わかんないやつだな。遠坂が誰かと登校すれば騒ぎになるのは当然じゃないか。
I don't get you.
それが男子生徒ならなお
Of
さら
course
だ。
there'll be a commotion if you go to school with someone, all the more so if it's a male student.
ですね。けど遠坂先輩、そういうの気にしない人なんです。だから今まで浮いた話一つなかったんですよ。
Right, but Tosaka Senpai isn't one to care about such matters. That's why there have never been any rumors about men.
へえ、そりゃよかった。外見に騙されて泣きを見た犠牲者は今のところ一人だけってことだ。
I see. That's good. That means there's only one victim who got deceived by her looks and got devastated. I talked secretly with Sakura while following Tosaka, who has a puzzled expression. I wonder who that could be. We go through the gate, still with people staring at us. We will be going our separate ways once we enter the building, so I only need to endure the stares for a bit longer.
朝から頭痛いのがやってきちゃってまあ。
Huh, a troublesome guy shows up a troublesome guy shows up in the morning. Tosaka murmurs. Before her is a familiar face coming through the students. Oh look,
Sakura!
Captain Douchebag. Sakura! Nissan? Sakura trembles a little. Shinji must not see us as he goes straight to Sakura.
どうして道場に来ないんだお前 僕に断りもなく休むなんて何様の
Why didn't you come to the dojo? What are you doing, skipping it without my consent? Shinji raises his hand. Wow, he's seriously gonna hit her in front of a bunch of students.
Yo, Shinji.
Yo, Shinji, working hard in the mornings, huh? I went up and gave him a high five. Catch his hand and greet him. Or that.
Emiya?
Emiya?
お前そうかまたエミヤの家に行ってたのか
You.
さくら
I see. You went to Emiya's house again, Sakura.
先輩のところにお手伝いに行っていました。
Yes. I want to help Senpai, but that's...
後輩としての義務だってまったく泥臭いなお前は勝手に怪我したやつなんて構うことないだろういいからお前は僕の言う通りにしてれ
Your
ばいいんだよ
responsibility as a junior? You're so unrefined. You shouldn't care about a guy who hurt himself. Don't worry and just do as I say. Shinji lowers his hand. I have no reason to hold his hand if he's not going to hit Sakura, so I let it go.
しかしなんだねそこまでうちの邪魔して楽しいわけエミヤさくらは弓道部の部員なんだからさ無理やり朝練をサボらせるような真似しないでくれないかな
But what about you, Emiya? Is it so much fun to trouble us? Sakura is a member of the archery club, so could you stop forcing her to do things that'll make her skip practice? I can't object against that. Since I haven't stopped Sakura from coming to make breakfast, that does mean that I'm restricting Sakura's time in the morning.
そんなことありません。私は好きで先輩のお手伝いをしているだけです。兄さん、今のは言い過ぎなんじゃないです
That's
か
not true. I'm helping Senpai by my choice. Aren't you going a bit far, Nissan?
言い過ぎだってそれはお前の方だよさくらエミヤが一人住まいだからなんだって言うんだ別に一人でいいって言うんだからさ一人にしてやればいい
Too
んだよ
far? That's you,
エミヤみたい
Sakura.
のはそっちの方が居心地がいい
So
んだ
what
から
if
さ
Emiya doesn't have parents? He says he's fine alone, so you can leave him alone. Someone like Emiya would feel more comfortable that way. Yeah, his parents are dead. Who fucking cares?
やだ。今のはひどいよ。
Nissan, that's terrible.
まあいい今日でエミヤの家に行くのはやめろよさくら僕が来いって言ったのに部活に来なかったんだそのくらいの罰は受ける覚悟があったんだろ
Huh, fine. Don't go to Emiya's house from now on. You didn't come to the club when I told you to. You were prepared for this kind of punishment, right? Sakura gasps and freezes. Shinji tries to grab Sakura forcefully.
おはよう、マトウ君。黙って聞いていたんだけど、なかなか面白い話だったわ、今の。
Good morning, Mato-kun. Sorry for eavesdropping, but that was a pretty interesting conversation right there.
トサカ
You're really pretty damn oblivious, aren't you?
なんでさくらといるんだよ
Huh? Tosaka, why are you with Sakura?
別に意外でもなんでも
It's
ないで
nothing
しょ。
unusual. Sakura-san is...
さくらさんはエミヤ君と知り合い。
Let me let them
私はエミ
talk.
ヤ君と知り合い。だから今朝は3人で一緒に登校してきたんだけど、気づかなかった？
Sakura-san is an acquaintance of Emiya-kun, and I'm an acquaintance of Emiya-kun, so we all came together this morning. Didn't you notice? Nope.
エミヤと知り合い
What? An acquaintance of Emiya?
ええ。きっとこれからも一緒に学校に来て、一緒に下校するぐらいの知り合い。だから、さくらさんとも付き合っていこうかなって思っているわ。
Yes, I know him well enough that we'll be coming to school and going home together from now on, so I'm thinking of making friends with Sakura-san too.
エミヤと
With Emiya? Jealousy and rage. Shinji glares at me. I must be just imagining that I felt more than enmity there. Well, I haven't been doing well with Shinji lately, but I don't remember anything to make him resent me that much.
そんなバカな。冗談がきついな、遠坂は。君がエミヤなんかと付き合うわけないじゃないか。
That's ridiculous. That's a bad joke, Tosaka. There's no way you'd be with Emiya.
ああ、そうか。君、勘違いしてるんだろう。そりゃ確かに、ちょっと前までエミヤとは友達だったけど、今は違うんだ。もうエミヤと僕は無関係だから、あまりメリットはないんだぜ。
Oh, I see. You must have a misunderstanding. It's true that I was friends with Emiya for a while ago, but we're detached now, so there isn't much of a point in that approach, you know.
そうなの？よかった。それを聞いて安心したわ。
Huh?
あなたのことなんてちっとも興味がなかったから。
Is that so? I'm glad to hear that. I didn't have the slightest interest in you. Wow. I pity Shinji. If that was me, it would be traumatic enough that I wouldn't recover for a while.
お前。
You...
それと麻藤君、さっきの話だけど、弓道部の朝練は自主参加のはずよ。欠席の許可が必要だなんて話は聞いてないわ。そんな規則、私はもちろん綾子や藤村先生も聞いてないでしょう
And
ね。
Mato-kun, about that conversation earlier, the morning practice of the archery club is open participation. I've never heard that you need permission to be absent. I'm sure Fujimura-sensei and Ayako don't know of such a rule either.
うるさいな。兄貴が妹に何をしようが勝手だろう。いちいち人の家の事情に首を突っ込む
Ugh,
な。
shut up! An older brother can do whatever he likes with his sister. Don't poke your nose into our family affairs. Anything he likes. Yeah.
それは同感ね。だからあなたもエミヤ君の家のことをあれこれ言うのは筋違いじゃない？まったく。
Ew.
こんな朝から校庭で騒がしいわよ、麻藤君。
Yes, I feel the same way. So isn't it wrong for you to say such things about Emiya-kun's household? Geez, you're so rowdy early in the day, Mato-kun. Shinji takes a step back and glares at me and Sakura.
わかった。今朝の件は許してやる。
Alright, I'll forgive you for this morning.
けどさくら、次はないからな。今度何かあったら、その時は自分の立場ってやつ。
But it won't happen again,
よく
Sakura.
思い知らせ
If something happens again, I'll make sure you understand your position. Wonder what that could mean. Saying what he wants, Shinji runs away to the school building. Yeah, he definitely ran away after losing to Tosaka.
ごめんなさい先輩。
It's kind of how he always is, though.
失礼なことを言ってしまって。
I'm sorry, senpai. Nissan, was rather rude. Sakura lowers her head apologetically. She must be apologizing to Tosaka as well.
朝からいい運動になったわ。頭のギアがスパッと上がったし、ようやく調子が出てきたもの。
No, it was a good
次元
exercise.
が好きなのよね。
My mind
私
went up a gear, so I'm finally up to par now. I love arguments.
それに謝るのは私の方だし。ちょっとやりすぎだったわよね、今の。
Oh no, we ruined his reputation.
相手だって
However will he
立場がある
recover?
んだし。ほら、みんなの前でああいうのってしちゃダメだって言うじゃない？
And I should be the one apologizing. I think I did a bit too much. He has his position to think of, so I shouldn't have done that in front of everybody, you know?
麻藤君が落ち込んでたら後でフォロー
If
してあげて。
Mato-kun is feeling down, cheer him up.
これに来れずにまた突っかかってきてもいいって。
Tell him he doesn't have to learn from experience, and he can come at me again. Is that a challenge?
兄さんが懲りていなければまたお相手をしてあげてください、先輩。
Yes. If he doesn't learn from experience, please talk to him again, senpai. Sakura must be relieved, as she smiles cheerfully. Tosaka is looking away, bashful.
先輩もできれば怒らないであげてくだ
You
さい。
too, senpai. Please try not to get mad about it.
兄さん、先輩しか友達いない
You're
か
the
ら。
only friend Nissan has. Probably because he's an asshole.
分かってるよ。怒るなっていうのは無理だけど、シンジはああいうやつだってのは知り合った時から知ってる。
I know. It's impossible not to get mad, but I knew he was that kind of guy as soon as I got to know him. What, a narcissistic douchebag?
ま、なんかの拍子でまた付き合いが深くなるのは目に見えてるしさ。
Well, I'll know we'll get to know each other better someday, so I'll be patient with him.
よろしくお願いします。
Yes, please give him your best regards, senpai. Sakura bows. Yeah. If I did get really mad at Shinji, it'll be because he's not satisfied with such a wonderful sister.
それじゃあ先輩、今日も一日頑張りましょう
Then,
ね。
senpai, let's do our best today. Sakura goes to the first year hallway. We walk up the stairs and enter the second year hallway, and... Whoa! Run into the student council president.
なぜに遠坂と一緒にいるのか。
Why are you with Tosaka, Emiyashiro? I see. You are full of enmity too, for a different reason.
あら、おはよう竜道くん。朝からハウアーとはご挨拶ね。
Oh, good morning, Ryoto-kun. What kind of greeting is "whoa" supposed to be?
目覚めから嫌な予感がしたが、まさか案件さんとはな。いいからこっちに来い、エミヤ。遠坂の近くにいたら毒が移る。毒が。
Yeah, I had a bad feeling when I woke up, but I never thought things would go in such an unproprietous direction. Ugh. Come here, Amiya. You'll be poisoned if you stay so close to Tosaka. Issei forcefully pulls on my hand. After looking silently at us, Tosaka heads to Class 2A as if nothing has happened.
行くがいい。誰も止めはしないからな。
Go ahead. No one's going to stop you. Tosaka silently passes us. And then,
シロ、昼休みに。
Shiro, rooftop during lunch. She mutters that so Issei wouldn't be able to hear it. It's lunchtime. Since the events of this morning, Issei has avoided me, treating me like a traitor.
さっきのは悪ノリし
I guess I joked around a bit too much. I contemplate my actions for a moment. He asked me why I was with Tosaka this morning.
休みの間に親密
We
に
got close during the holidays. Answering like that was bad. Yeah, I think the problem is how we became close, but I couldn't explain that, and Issei walked away dizzily.
まあちょうどいいか。しばらくは一人でいろいろやらなくちゃいけない。
Well, I guess it's fine. I'll have to do a lot of things alone for a while. It's good to have less people involved. Well, what I should do right now is go and meet Tosaka as arranged, or explain things to Sakura. What are we explaining to Sakura exactly? That we are in a sort of survival game that involves heroes from ancient mythology? Yeah, let's do that. Let's explain that to Sakura. I'm sure she'll understand. No, I'm pretty sure we're just gonna go with option 1 because option 2 is fucking stupid. I have that promise with Tosaka. It was a unilateral statement, but she must have something to talk about if she called for me. Oh, I think I understand what we were going to explain to Tosaka, or not Tosaka, but Sakura. That we're like explaining why Tosaka's there, I guess. Whatever, she can deal with it. I buy my lunch and go to the rooftop. It's usually packed with students, but not in this cold winter air. Even though the winter in Fuyuki City is warm, the coldness at the rooftop is unbearable. The only ones on the rooftop are me and...
遅い。何のんびりしてるのよ。
You're late.
シロ
What are you so slow for? Tosaka, shivering under cover. Let me warm you with my body
くれた
heat.
のは悪かったと思ってる。思ってるんで差し入れを持ってきたんだが、その様子じゃいらないか。
I do feel bad for being late. Because of that, I brought you something, but you might not need it acting like that, huh? I take the coffee I bought at the stand and put it in my pocket. You don't need anything like that.
あんた朴突な顔して結構気が利くよね。
You have a naive face, but you're pretty thoughtful.
ただの気まぐれだよ。ほら、もうちょっとそっち
It's
行け
just a whim. Come over here.
ここだと風が当たるし、人目に
It's windy out here, and people might see us. I pass Tosaka and hand her the coffee. Here, nobody should find us right away, and we won't be able to, we won't be seen from the windows on the 4th floor. Oh God, you're really
あ
close.
りがとう。次は紅茶にしてね。私インスタントならミルクティーだから。それ以外はありがたみがランクダウンするから注意するべし。
Thanks. Give me some tea next time. I like milk teas. The value of the gratitude goes down if it's anything else, so be careful. I'm not appreciative of all. I'm not appreciative at all.
覚えていたらな。それよりなんだよ。こんなところに呼び出して、人気がない場所を選ぶあたり、そっちの話だと思う。
All right. If I remember next time. So what? Why did you get me up here? Seeing how you chose a desolate place, I'm assuming it's about that sort of thing.
当然でしょ。私とシロの間で他にどっちの話があるっていうの
Of
よ。
course. What else do we have to talk about?
ああ、それはそうだな。で、どんな話
Yeah, you're right. So what is it about? What's it about?
何よ。ずいぶんクールじゃないあ
What?
なた。
You're pretty cool about it.
もう寒いからな。できるだけ手短に済
Huh?
ませたい。
Well, it's cold, so I want to get this over with quickly.
遠坂はそうでもないの
Don't you feel the same?
そんなわけないでしょ。私だってさっさと要件だけ済ませるつもりに決
Of
まってる
course.
じゃ
I
ない。
planned to finish this business quickly too. Yeah, I thought so. It's obvious. She doesn't have to yell about it. Oh well.
まあいいわ。それじゃあ担当直入に聞くけどシロ、あなた放課後はどうす
Then
るつ
I'll
も
ask you
り？
directly. What are you going to do after school? Gonna go masturbate in my training shed.
別にこれといって予定はないよ。生徒会の手伝い事があったら手伝うし、なかったらバイトに行くし
After school, I don't have any plans. I'll help the student council if they need help. Otherwise, I'll just go to work. You're so boring, Shiro. That is so uninteresting.
なんだよ、その露骨に呆れた顔は。言いたいことがあるならはっきり言ってくれ。できるだけ直すから。
What's with that utterly amazed expression? Tell me if you want to say something. I'll try to correct things.
まったくあなたがどうなろうと私は構わないんだけど。
Well, thanks.
まあ一つだけ忠告してあげるか。今は協力関係なんだし、シロは魔術師として未熟すぎるから。
Jeez, I don't care what happens to you, but I guess I'll give you one warning. We're cooperating right now, and you're too inexperienced as a magus.
またそれか。魔術師として未熟だっていうのはもう耳にタコだ。気にしてるんだから、あまりいじめ
That
ないでくれ
again? I've heard I'm an inexperienced magus too many times. I know, so don't tease me about it.
いじめてなんていないわよ。ただシロが学校の結界に気づいてないようだから未熟だって言ってるの。
I'm not teasing you, I'm just saying you're inexperienced because you don't seem to have noticed the boundary field around this school. Boundary field around the school?
待て、学校の結界って。そ
Hold
うま
on,
さか
a boundary field at school? Could that be...
まさかも何も他のマスターが張った
It
結
is a
界だって
boundary
ば。
field set up by another master.
かなり広範囲に仕組まれた結界でね。発動すれば学校の敷地を
It's
ほぼ
arranged so
包み込む。
widely that it'll pretty much encircle the whole school.
種別は結界内にいる人間から血肉を奪うタイプ。まだ準備段階のようだけど、それでもみんなに元気がないって気づかなか
This
った？
boundary field is the type that steals blood and meat from the humans inside it. It's still in the preparation phase, but haven't you noticed everyone's kind of listless? Come to think of it, I felt a bit strange on Saturday, but was that it? Then that must mean...
つまり、学校にマスタ
So,
ーがいる。
there's a master at this school.
そう。 確実に敵が潜んでいるってわけ。分かったエミヤ君、そのあたり覚悟しておかないと死ぬわよ。
Right,
あなた。
there's certainly an enemy lurking here. Do you understand, Imia-kun? If you're not prepared, you'll die. My relaxed feelings go tense.
それでそのマスターが誰かは分かっている
So,
のか。
do you know who this master is, Tosaka?
いいえ、当たりはついてるけどまだ確証が取れてない。まあうちの学校にはもう一人魔術師がいるってことは知ってたけど、魔術師イコールマスターってわけじゃないから。
No, I've got some ideas, but I don't have any proof yet. Well, I knew there was another magus in this school, but a magus doesn't necessarily equal a master.
あなたみたいな素人がマスターになる場合もあるんだし、断定はでき
There
な
are
いわ。
cases where an amateur like you becomes a master, so I can't be sure.
俺は素人じゃない。ちゃんとした魔術師だ。
Lies and blasphemy, Shiro. You and I both know that's not true. Hey, I'm not an amateur. I'm a proper magus. Hey, hold on, Tosaka. There's another magus at our school? That's what she just fucking told you!
そうよ。けどそいつからマスターとしての気配は感じないのよね。真っ先に調べに行ったけど、令状もなければサーバントの気配もなかった。
That's right, but I can't feel any sign that the magus is a master. I want to check first, but they didn't have a command spell nor the presence of a servant.
よっぽどうまく気配を隠しているなら別だけど、まずそいつはマスターじ
They
ゃない
might
わ。
just be hiding it really well, but I'm pretty sure this person is not a master.
だからこの学園に潜んでいるマスターはシロみたいに半端に魔術を知っている人
So
間
I
だ。
think the magus at this school is someone with an incomplete knowledge of magic like you.
ここのところさ、微量だけど私たち以外の魔力を後者に感じるのよ。それが敵マスターの気配ってわけなんだけど。
Recently, I felt a little magical energy other than ours in this place. That's a sign of the enemy master's presence, but it's too small an amount to detect the source, huh?
魔術師ではないマスターか。遠坂が断定するからには相当な確信
A
があるん
master
だ。
that's not a magus, huh? If you say so, you must be confident of that.
それは信じるけど、そうか。うちの学校そんなに魔術師がいたの
I
か。
believe you, but really, are there that many magi at our school?
そんなにって私とその子だけだって。
So many, just this person and I.
魔術師ってのは家柄を大事にするでしょ。こんな狭い地域に2つの家系が根を張った
A
場合、
magus values their
どう
lineage,
しても
right?
恋になるもの
If
なの
two
よ。
such lineages live in such a small area, they're bound to become intimate.
そうなのか。けど、俺は遠坂の
Is
家の
that
ことを
so?
知
But
ら
I
なか
never
った
knew about your family.
エミヤくんちは特別。エミヤくんのお父さん、
Yeah, pretty
教
much.
会から離反した一匹狼だったんでしょうね。たまたまこの町が気に入って根を下ろしたんだろうけど、冬木の町はうちの管轄だからさ。
Your household is special. I think your father was a lone wolf who alienated himself from the association. He must have happened to like this city and decided to live in it, but this city is under our supervision.
私たちにバレたらもらうものもらうことになるし、それが嫌で隠れてたんじゃ
If
な
we
いか
found
な。
out, we'd take what we could, so I guess he was hiding because he didn't want that.
なんだよ。そのもらうものもらうって
What do you mean
不穏な
take
発
what
言
you
は
could?
気になる？それは将来シロ
Wait,
が一人前になったら取り立てに行くから期待してて。
Is she talking about what I think she's talking about? Are you curious? I'll come and collect it when you're mature, so look forward to it.
ったく本当に猫かぶってやがったな。
Jeez, you really were wearing a mask.
何が学校一の優等
Just
生
how
だ。
are you an honor student, you imposter?
あら、いけない？外見を飾るのだって魔術師としての義務でしょ。
Oh, is that so wrong? It's the responsibility of a magus to decorate the outward appearance, is it not?
ほら、私は遠坂家の跡取りだし、火の打ちどころのない優等生じゃないと 天国の父さんに顔を合わせられない
You see, I'm the successor to the Tosaka family, so I have to be a perfect honor student or I won't be able to face my father in heaven.
父さんって
Huh?
父さん
Father? Tosaka, you mean...
ええ、私が子供の頃死んじゃった。ま、十分長生きしたから天寿は全うしたんだ
Yes,
し、
he died when I was
別に
young.
悲しんだりはして
Well,
ないけ
he
ど。
lived a long time, so I'm not sad or anything. Tosaka smiles as if saying, that's how a child with a Magus father should be. But that's...
それは嘘だ。人が死んだら悲しいだろ。それが肉親ならなおさらだ。魔術師だから仕方がないなんて言葉でごまかせるものじゃない。
That's a lie. When people die, you're sad. All the more so if that person is a relative. It's not something you can gloss over by saying he was a Magus, so it couldn't be helped.
まあ、そうね。
Well, yeah.
レミヤ君の意見は反論できないぐらい正しい
You're
な。
completely right, so I can't argue. Saying that, Tosaka opens the can she's been using as a heat source. She takes small sips of the coffee. From what I know of her, I thought she would gulp it down, but she's really feminine when it comes to things like this.
話を戻すけど、
Let's get back to the topic.
ともかく冬木の町に魔術師は2人しかいない
Anyways, there are
の。
only 2 magi in Fuyuki.
他のマスターは外からやってきた連中か。魔術をかじった程度でマスターに選ばれたっていう
Other masters
変わり
must
種
have
で
come
しょう
from
ね。
elsewhere, or been a weirdo that got selected because they know a bit of magic. Like Emiyashiro. I see. According to Tosaka, I'm weird too.
それは分かった。けどさ、半端に魔術をかじっただけのマスターならこの結界は張れないんじゃな
I
いのか。
understand, but if it's a master who barely knows magic, wouldn't it be impossible for him to create such a boundary field?
マスターが張ったんじゃなくてサーバントが張ったの
Maybe
か
that
もね。
master didn't create it, but the servant did.
サーバントは自分のマスターを選べないもの。シローみたいなマスターに当たってしまった場合、サーバント自身がいろいろ策を練るしか
Servants
勝機は
can't
ないで
choose
し
their
ょ。
master. If a servant ends up with a master like you, they'll only be able to win if they do a lot of planning.
だろうな。気に障るけど反論しようがないんでうなずける
Yeah,
よ。
as annoying as it is, I can't argue with that.
はい、素直で結
Good,
構。
you're honest.
で、結界の話に戻すけど、この結界はすごく高度よ。
So, getting back to the boundary field, this boundary field is really advanced.
ほとんど魔法の領域だし、こんなの張れる魔術師だったらまず自分の魔力を隠しきれない。だから間違いなくこの結界はサーバントの仕業だと思う。
It's almost at the level of sorcery. If a magus can create such a boundary field, it should be impossible for them to hide their magical energy, so I believe this must be the actions of a servant.
サーバントの仕業か。ならマスター自身はそう物騒な
The
やつじゃな
actions
い
of
の
a
かな。
servant, huh? Then, is the master not that dangerous?
まさか魔術師にしろ一般人にしろ、そいつはルールが分かってないやつよ。マスターを見つければまずまっすぐに殺しに来るタイ
Of
プの
course
人
not.
間ね。
Magus or not, he's a strange one who doesn't know the rules. He's the type that will come and kill you if he finds out you're a master.
ルールがわからないって聖杯戦争のル
Huh?
ールをか。
Not know the rules? You mean the rules of the Holy Grail War? What else could she be talking about?
違う。人間としてのルール。こんな
Or
結界を
maybe
作ら
that,
せ
I
る時
guess.
点で
Sure.
そいつは自分ってものが分かってない。
No, the rules of humanity. The moment they make their servant create a boundary field like this, they've lost track of who they are.
いいシロ。この結界はね、発動したら最後、結界内の人間を一人残らず溶
Look,
かして
Shiro.
吸
Once
収
this
する
boundary
代物
field
よ。
is finished and activated, it will melt every human in it and absorb them.
私たちは生き物の胃の中にいるようなものなの。
It's like we're in the stomach of something alive.
魔力で自分自身を守っている私たちには効果はないだろうけど、魔力を持たない人間ならわけもわからないうちに衰弱死しかねない。
Well, it shouldn't have any effect on people like us who protect ourselves with magical energy, but those without magical energy will weaken and die without knowing why.
一般人を巻き込むどころの話じゃないわ。
It's not just a matter of dragging ordinary people into this mess.
この結界が起動したら学校中の人間は皆殺しにされるのよ。わかる？こういうふざけた結界を準備させるやつがこの学校にいるマスターなの。
Once this boundary field is activated, everyone in the school will die. Do you understand? A master at this school is absurd enough to prepare something like this. My vision blurs for a bit. Trying to comprehend what Tosaka is saying, I take a deep breath. That's it. Even though my understanding is incomplete, I imagine the worst possibility and engrave that image inside of me, accepting the situation I'm in.
話は
I
分か
get
った
it.
それで登坂、その結界とやらは壊
So,
せないのか？
Tosaka, can you destroy this boundary field?
試したけど無理だった。結界の規定は全部探したんだけど、それを消去できないのよ。私にできるのは一時的に規定を弱めて結界の発動を先延ばしにするだけよ。
I tried, but it was useless. I found all the sources of the boundary field, but I can't destroy it. All I can do is weaken the source temporarily and delay the activation.
じゃあ登坂がいる限り結界は張られない？
So the boundary field won't be activated as long as you're here?
そう願いたいけど、それも都合のいい願いでしょうね。もう結界は張られていて、発動のための魔力は少しずつ溜まってきている。アーチャーの見立てだと、あと8日程度で準備が整うと。
That'd be nice, but that's only optimism. The boundary field is already set up and the magical energy for activation is gathering bit by bit. According to Archer, it should be ready in about 8 days.
そうなったらマスターかサーバントか、どちらかがその気になれば、この学校は地獄
When
にな
that
る。
happens, the school will fall into hell as soon as the master or the servant puts their mind to it.
じゃあそれまでに
Then, before that happens,
この学校に潜んでいるマスターを
we
倒
have
す
to
しか
defeat the
ない。
master lurking at the school.
けど探すのは難しいでしょうね。この結界を張られた時点でそいつの勝ちみたいなものだもの。あとは黙ってても結界は発動するんだから、その時まで表には出て
But
こない。
finding the master will be difficult.
だからチャンスがある
The
と
guy
したら
pretty much won as soon as he set up the boundary field. The boundary field will be activated even if he does nothing, so he won't appear until then. So if there is a chance,
表に出てくるその時だけ
it'll only be when he emerges.
ご名答。まあそういうわけだから今はおとなしくしてなさい。その時になったら家でも戦うことになるんだし。
Exactly, so you
自
should
分か
stay
ら
quiet
探し
for
回
now.
って敵に知られるのもバカらしい
You will
で
have
し
to
ょ。
fight when the time comes, so it's just stupid for you to go out searching and have the enemy find you before that. The first bell echoes through the cold rooftop. Lunch break is over.
話はそれだけ。私は寄るところがあるから家には一人で帰って。
That's it, I have to go somewhere, so go home by yourself. Try not to go anywhere on your way home. Tosaka leaves, saying, "See ya." There's no way I'm feeling good. There's no way I can have a calm mind after finding out that the talk of masters only attacking other masters was pointless.
学校に
A
結界
boundary field at school? Is he planning to drag innocent people into this? That's not the work of the master at all, but a mass murderer. I have to find him before the boundary field is activated, find him, and defeat him completely.
喜べエミ
Rejoice, Miyashiro. Your wish. I shake my head and deny the words I remember. I can't wish for something like that. A wish for a villain to defeat. That's not my wish.